Okay. Hi,
Hi.
I'm Alesha. I'm your social worker.
Great.
What's your name?
I'm Caitlin.
Caitlin. Can I call you Caitlin?
You can, yes.
Okay. What brings you to the hospital here today?
So I was diagnosed with a bipolar disorder, and I recently stopped taking my medications, and it kind of makes me go out of the loop. I don't really understand everything that's going on in my body. So like once I start feeling like I'm doing fine, I feel like I don't need my medications and I'll stop taking them. And then I end up here at the hospital.
So you've recently been diagnosed with bipolar, and you're having issues with taking your medications.
Yeah, I just don't understand all of the side effects, and I feel like the doctors didn't really explain well, like the type of medication that I was being put on, why I'm taking it. There's just so much confusion going on. And like I said, once I start feeling like I'm fine, like my body is normal, and that's when I stopped taking it. And then I just didn't like the side effects that it was giving me. And so I just hate feeling like I'm constantly tired all the time or constantly like moody or angry or will just lash out at anyone for no reason. And so there's just so many questions that I have about my medication, about my diagnosis, and I don't understand why I'm always like happy one minute, laughing with friends, and then there's just like a switch that'll make me angry. And so when I thought I was doing better, that's when I stopped taking the medicine.
Okay. So, what can you tell me about a time where things were going well for you before your diagnosis, before you came to the hospital? What did your life look like?
Yeah, so my life before my diagnosis, I mean, it seemed like pretty well. I have a great family. I have a husband. I have two kids, and like we do stuff on weekends, like going to the park, visiting grandparents, and we just seem like a genuinely like happy family. Like that's what I really like, what I want to get back to. And when I realized that I would just lash out at my children when they would do something wrong, like I would just like have this rage in me, and we would be playing with toys or at the park, and if one of them said something to me or to another one, I would just like go in this moment of rage, and I had no idea why or why I was getting so angry at my children or why my husband would say something to me and I would just like go on this rant. And that's when I realized, something's not right. I don't know, like when I was a kid, if these like episodes were very as prevalent or as severe, and maybe that's why I didn't know that I had a bipolar disorder. And so now that they're becoming more severe, my family just thought I should get it checked out.
Okay.
And so when I was diagnosed, it kind of took me for a whirlwind.
Sorry. So, you're concerned with how you've been treating your family recently.
Right.
And how they've been reacting towards you.
I feel like I've been very unfair to them, and I don't want to be. I want to be the happy mom or the happy wife that I used to be, and I just don't know how to get there again. And I know they want to take care of me. They want to make sure that we have a happy home life as well. And so I am concerned about just the medication that I'm on, and if this is causing more side effects or I don't know. I'm just confused about it all.
Do you notice less outbursts when you are on medication?
Yes, I definitely noticed that my mood swings are a little bit more stable,
Okay.
and so I mean, I should probably still continue to take them and just stay regulated with the medicine. But like when I feel fine, I don't want to take it. Like I feel like my body is normal and I don't need it. And so now that's why I'm here, is because I stopped taking it, and then the last outburst that I had just kind of sent our whole family over the edge, and now I'm back here at the hospital.
Okay. Do you feel any benefits from taking medication in a sense that you aren't so angry all the time?
Yeah,
or
there definitely benefits from the medication. Like I don't have the outburst, and our family seems to be normal, appear normal. I think some other benefits could be that other friends of mine, they might see that I am like in a better mood normally, and they'll want to hang out with me and my family more. And so, yeah, there are definitely benefits, and I guess I should recognize them and continue to take my medicine. But I guess I've never been asked about the benefits or been told that there could be benefits, and so now that I have some questions, I should just consider the different benefits that come with taking the medication instead of the side effects that I've been experiencing.
Right, right. So, let's say you were to take your medication the way that you're supposed to.
Okay.
What would you say would be 3 things that would be good about it, and what are 3 things that are holding you back from taking it?
Okay, so 3 things that I think would be good about taking my medication. That my mood is stable. I think that's great. I seem to want to go out more with my family when we seem happy, appear to be happy, like a normal family. And I guess another benefit would be like when I am happy, I want to be around my friends, I want to socialize. But however, I see some of the side effects that hinder me or that I don't like even though I'm happy and want to be around friends, I'm constantly exhausted. Like I just want to sleep so much, and I don't know if that's just the medicine that they have me on or the dosage amount, and so the exhaustion just leads to me just not. It's like I'm torn. I want to go out, but I'd rather stay home and sleep.
Mm-hmm.
And so I also don't feel like I can be around my husband or my kids much because I'm always just so tired.
Okay.
And then I think another like downfall of my medicine is that I feel like there's just a stigma that I have to get refills or I have to get insurance to cover it, and it's like I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed that I have to go to the pharmacy and that they see my prescription. And so I guess there's just a lot of shame and guilt that I can't control it all the time.
Okay.
And so I don't like feeling embarrassed or shame or guilty that I have this problem. Like I want to feel normal.
Okay. So on the one hand, you know your medication makes you more stable, but on the other hand, it makes you tired and you don't like the stigma associated with it.
Right.
Does that even include just going to the pharmacy, getting a refill?
I guess I'm also just concerned that my friends might stop like hanging out with me and my family if they know that my mood is a little off or that I have to take medication. So if my friends find out, I don't know if I have other community around me to like support me, and so I don't know, like I just hold myself back a lot from like opening up to my friends about having this disorder, but I just don't know. There's just so much shame and guilt.
Okay. So you feel you don't have as much support from people outside of your family right now?
Right, because my family knows about the diagnosis. It's just my friends and that I just try and hold it from.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, other people, other patients I've had, they've really benefited from group therapy, where they're with other individuals going through the same type of thing. We even specifically have groups with just bipolar or just schizophrenia or just similar disorders. Is that something that you maybe be interested in?
Yeah, I'd definitely be interested in going to a group with other people who have my same diagnosis. I would like to get their insight on how they deal with bipolar issues or like how their medication affects them. I think that would be great for me to hear and maybe help me understand a little bit more about, life with bipolar issues.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think that'd definitely be a great thing that I could benefit from.
Great. I'm glad that you're so open to making some changes in your life. You know, even though this is a hard time for you and you're not feeling that much support from outside your family.
Right. Sometimes it's hard hard for me to open up though. Like I feel like I'm opening up here because I'm in a hospital setting and trying to like better myself to get out. It's just when I'm back at home, like I don't want to burden other people with my issue, and so it's a little bit different for me opening up here than it is at home. But hopefully these groups can help me benefit from trying to open up and talk with my friends. It's just hard sometimes.
Yeah, exactly. So if you had to, we're going to make a scale.
Okay.
0 being at not ready to change, not interested, don't want to go to groups, don't want to take medications, and 10 at I'm going to take my medications, I'm going to go to group, I'm going to open up to friends and family, gain support. Where would you say you're at right now?
Yeah, so right now, well, I think it's different for me in the hospital because I want to get out. But if I were like back at home, I think right now if I was going to be taking my medications and getting better, it'd probably be on like a 6 scale.
That's great. That's just over the middle.
I'm not a 10 because I'm not so gung ho about taking my medication because of the side effects. So, but I also want to get better. So, yeah, I think a 6 is what I would be.
Okay. What stops you from saying you're at a 1 or a 2?
Well, I mean, obviously the medicine has worked before and has made me feel at the point where I was better. And so if it's worked for me in the past, I know it can work again. And so I'm not a 1 because I want to go to the groups and I want to see how other people are. And so I think I'm a little bit higher up on the scale than a 1 or a 2.
Okay, good. I think a lot with the side effects of your medication too. You give it a while to work. Usually takes a week or 2. That's when you start feeling those positive changes and you're not getting so many side effects. So what would you say would be what we could do together to get you at a 9, knowing what you know about how long it takes for your medication to start working?
Yeah, so I think to get at a 9, I just need to like form a plan or some accountability that I have to stay taking my medications, and so I guess just discussing like goals that I want for myself and for my family, and so I guess to continue to be proactive in groups after I leave the hospital, but I don't have like any resources or I don't know of any groups outside the hospital like that have bipolar discussions.
Okay. Well, we've got an outpatient group here at the hospital we can get you linked up with, so that should be good. What would you say would be the first step in you making this change that you can do on your own?
On my own, I think making the change to stay on top of my medication would be to have a pill planner.
Okay.
And so, I mean, I haven't had that in the past. I usually just keep the pills in a bottle, and so I think a pill planner would help me stay on top of the task of taking my pills at the beginning of the day and just making sure I'm taking it every single day instead of just halfway through the week and stopping. So I think if I invested in a pill planner, that might be able to help me.
That sounds really good. That's a really good observation. That's a great way for you to hold yourself accountable, what we talked about before, and I think a great first step.
Yeah, I think so too.
Great. So it sounds like, through everything we've talked about, you've got that stigma that you feel that other people give you, your friends, not so much your family, but it's been hard for you to open up to your friends. But once you start getting focused on taking your medication the way that you're supposed to, getting into groups, maybe that'll be something that'll be a little bit easier for you to get through to, and relationships with your family will change.
Right.
And that's how you get better.
Yeah, I think so. I hope so.
Great. Well, groups start next week, Tuesday. We can get you signed up. And it's been really great meeting with you, and
Yes, thank
I
you
hope to
so
see you
much.
again soon.
Yeah, thank you.